Okay, here's the quiver. We got the tennis bob, KC mid-length, rocket, channel lines rocket wide, swallow tail, Kelly Slater S-Boss, Firewire Seaside. I also had a 6.0 Firewire mashup that I just sold. Let's roll through these boards. These two are the keepers on the left. The rest, fairly indifferent about. And that's funny because I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed about that, right? Because I want to be ripping on like the S-Boss, like a raw, a bit of a more high performance shape. But the reality is that these two boards I have with the most fun on, get the most waves, seem to surf the best on. So let's take a look at them really quickly. We got the 5.9 F-Tanis Bob with that tail. And there's been a few variations. And there's the dims on it. Oh, 5.10. I think it's 39.9. And yeah, it's done really well for me thus far. Just like, I bought it as a test and it just came to life, especially with the 2+1. It's my first time riding that, the Almere Twin, and I just get a lot of waves on it. Have fun doing turns on it, It's great. Get in early. This is the second board that I use a lot. It's the 6.8 KT mid-length. And yeah, just like bought it for bigger days and for wonky days, and it does so great on those days. And got a bit of like a little bit entry rocker, pretty flat, and then a bit of tail rocker. The foam is in a weird position. It's kind of like underneath your waist, but this board I take out on big days, wonky days, even just average days, and it like always gets waves. I always get a lot of waves. It'll paddle through the current pretty easily. So yeah, 6.8, 42 liters. Yeah, this thing's just a wave machine, and I end up getting a ton of waves on it. So yeah, I love that thing for anything bigger and wonkier. But when it's a little bit better, I'm lacking boards. So I tried this Channel Islands Rocket Wide. I got off the buy sell. It's a 6.0, 37 liters. Hasn't really clicked, even though the shape is quite nice. Maybe I just haven't had the right days, or maybe it's just the epoxy thing. The days I have had it out there, it's been a little wonky or whatever. But yeah, it hasn't really clicked. Probably epoxy. And then I got the Channel Island Seaside, the Firewire Seaside and 5.9 dims on that, or over here. And I like this board, it's pretty versatile. I think I'm a little small. Like, it just feels like there's some days where the fat days when I take this kind of thing out, I have trouble paddling into waves on it. Just doesn't seem to catch as much as I'd like. Now when it's a small inside, punchy, zippy little pocket that's clean, then it just comes to life, and you can go top to bottom, and it's so fun and playful and skatey. So I'll keep this board because it's a meaningful one to me, but like just for those clean days. But it's not really like, this board's all around way more fun out here, I think, for me. Then I got the Firewire mashup, which I just sold, which is similar to this board in 6.0. I think it was like 37.5 liters. And I got this S-Boss, which is 6.2, 1978. Yeah, 36.5 liters. So this board feels, I've had a couple fun sessions on it. Had two good sessions at Twins, another good session couple good sessions at the inside of Long Beach when it was like bowling up and kind of more punchy. Comes to life in that stuff, but it's got more rocker. It's pretty narrow, as you can see in the dims there. Felt pretty narrow, and feels pretty stiff as well. So I'm actually going to sell that one because I just don't find many days out here where I can use that, and the tail's so pulled in. So it's funny because like I thought I'd be using this in a lot of days, and I thought I'd be using this in a lot of days, but I thought this would be the daily driver, but it's kind of turned into this or this, or that's kind of daily driver. That's kind of like big and or wonky or just tired or lots of current, and this is like smaller, mushier. But this is actually, the range of this is actually higher than I thought it'd be. It does pretty well. So yeah, kind of looking for something in between the mid-length and that board. Like I said, I'm going to sell that. I'm going to sell this. Katie's currently riding that one, and she's packing for a trip, so she doesn't look too happy. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. But I'm thinking a sled to sit above that for like the daily driver here, and then an analog to sit above that for better or slightly bigger days, where the 6/8 might be too much. But oh yeah, by the way, this is an epoxy shell with a PU blank, and that's what started to get me on this this PU trend that I'm on right now, because I was like, damn, this board just feels solid all the time. Doesn't matter how wonky it is, choppy. Like, I don't feel it skipping out. I don't feel like I'm losing my balance. It's just like solid underfoot, you know? And then I tried the Bob, and a similar feel. And then anytime I go out in this, it seems like half the sessions I have this skippy feeling. And then same thing on the Seaside. And the Volcanic felt's pretty good, actually, as far as the chop dampening, but it was like definitely stiff when you get your feet on it. So anyways, yeah, 6/8 here, the 510 there. Need a couple boards from between.